The company didn't DM
500,000 jobs.
hackers in Manchester company and shut down some major websites today.
Billions of dollars at stake.
The BBC cyber correspondent Joe Tidy was recently approached by criminals
And nobody is filling the positions.
offering him money to help hack the corporation.
This is your opportunity. Welcome to Cyber Attack, and you're watching the first video in a series that will be covering the CompTIA Security Plus exam, so that by the end of this series, you'll be able to pass the exam in one try. But before we dive in to ports and protocols, let's talk about why you'd want to get into this field and help you decide if you want to stay safe in IT or get dirty with cybersecurity. The global cybersecurity market size is projected to grow from $219 billion in 2025 to $562 billion by 2032. And yet, as of now, there are all of these unfulfilled positions throughout the USA alone, but that's only what's publicly available. Instead of making $20 an hour telling people to restart their computer, you could be pulling in $90,000 a year as an SOC analyst, and that's just entry level. How can you tap into this market that is rapidly expanding? The Security Plus certification. The market is exploding globally, but let's talk about what that means for you. The opportunity is real. Over 500,000 positions need filling, but here's the catch. Just because there are openings doesn't mean that they're easy to get. Companies aren't just looking for warm bodies, they're looking for qualified professionals who can prove they know what they're doing. That's where certification like Security Plus comes in. It's the baseline that separates serious candidates from people who just think cybersecurity sounds cool. With it, you can start as an SOC analyst for $90,000 a year, and from there, penetration testers easily clear $100K. Security engineers pull $120K and up. Climb up to CISO, and you're looking at $250,000 a year minimum. There are many different roles that pay well, and most of them are remote. You can defend critical infrastructure from your living room. AI is doing the opposite of replacing these jobs. As hackers leverage AI for more sophisticated attacks, we need more skilled defenders. The cybersecurity unemployment rate has been near zero for years. Companies and governments aren't just hiring, they're competing for talent, but they're competing for qualified talent. Want to go freelance instead? Contract work, consulting, starting your own firm? Businesses are desperate for this kind of expertise. Whether you go blue team defending systems or red team ethically breaking into them, the roles are there, but so is the competition. This isn't about if you can break in, it's about how you stand out, and that starts with Security Plus. Listen here, you don't need to be a programming genius. You don't need to be Einstein, and you definitely don't need 3 math degrees. What you do need is the willingness to learn. If you're the type who sees something broken and actually tries to figure out why instead of just complaining about it, you've got what it takes. You need to be a problem solver, detail orientated, because one misconfigured line of code can be a vulnerability. One suspicious log entry can be the sign of a breach, and you need the instinct to know when something's off, even if you can't immediately explain why. And it doesn't matter if you're currently working at Walmart trying to pay bills, or if you are former military looking for a change in pace. Career changers are everywhere and welcomed in this field. Every entry-level job posting says you need a bachelor's degree and 4 years of experience. Here's the truth. You don't. What you need is the willingness to learn and the baseline knowledge to build on. And that baseline is the Security Plus certification. But here's the thing. Cybersecurity isn't what most people think it is. When most people hear cybersecurity, they picture a hacker in a hoodie typing in the dark or some Hollywood scene with green code flying across the screen. That's not reality. Cybersecurity isn't about typing fast or memorizing every command. It's about thinking fast and solving problems under pressure. It's not just hackers versus defenders either. The field is massive, with different paths for every personality type. If you're analytical and you love patterns, you might thrive as a SOC analyst, monitoring networks, spotting threats, and responding in real time. If you like breaking things to understand how they work, the penetration tester route might be for you, simulating attacks to find weaknesses before the real hackers do. More into building and prevention, security engineers design the systems that keep companies safe in the first place. And if you enjoy policy, communication, or leadership, there's governance, risk, and compliance, where you shape the rules, not just follow them. Cybersecurity isn't a single skill. It's an ecosystem. You've got people managing firewalls, auditing code, writing incident reports, and even training employees not to click bad links. There's another creative side, a technical side, and a business side. And every one of them matters. Another myth? That you need 10 years of experience before anyone will take you seriously. Wrong. Most professionals start in IT support, networking, or even customer service, and build up through certifications like Security Plus. Employers don't just want experience. They want proof that you understand the fundamentals and can keep learning. And finally, it's not all doom and gloom. You're not spending your life putting out fires 24/7. Sure, there's stress, but there's also purpose. Every alert you investigate, every vulnerability you patch, every user you protect, it all matters. Cybersecurity isn't just about fighting hackers. It's about protecting people, privacy, and the systems that keep the modern world running. It's not what you think. It's better. This field demands more than just passing a test. It demands focus, patience, and the ability to keep learning long after the certification ends. Technology changes fast, and threats evolve faster. The moment you stop learning, you start falling behind. And that's the trade-off. It's hard work, but it never gets boring. And yes, competition is real. Everyone sees the headlines about six-figure salaries and wants in. But while others quit when it gets difficult, you'll keep pushing, and that's how you'll stand out. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the one who doesn't give up. There's also pressure. Cybersecurity comes with real responsibility. You're protecting things that matter. Sensitive data, businesses, people's privacy. Mistakes can cost more than just money. That kind of responsibility can be stressful, but it's also what makes the job meaningful. You're defending what keeps the modern world running. And along the way, you'll probably run into imposter syndrome. That voice that says that you're not good enough, not ready, not real yet. Ignore it. Everyone feels that. Even experienced professionals second guess themselves when facing something new. The key is to keep showing up. The truth is, you don't have to do it alone. This community is full of people who remember what it was like to be a beginner. There are free resources, study groups, and entire online communities dedicated to helping newcomers succeed. You'll find mentors, friends, and people who genuinely want to see you grow. Cybersecurity isn't easy, and that's exactly why it's worth it. Because when you finally break through that first wall, when you fix your first real vulnerability or stop your first attack, you realize something. You didn't just learn cybersecurity, you earned it. So, where do we go from here? Now that you understand the opportunity and the challenge, it's time to take action. This series is designed to guide you step by step through everything you need to pass the CompTIA Security Plus exam and to actually understand cybersecurity, not just memorize it. Each episode will break down the exam objectives into 3 parts. Theory, where we define the concept, why it matters, connecting it to real-world security, and practical examples, so you can see how it all comes together. By the end, you won't just know the answers, you'll know why they're the answers. My approach is simple. I don't just want you to study for a test, I want you to think like a defender. Every topic builds on the last, so when we talk about network security, it'll tie back to what you learned in risk management and forward to what you'll use in threat response. The goal is a complete, connected understanding of cybersecurity, not isolated flashcards. And here's the difference. I'm not just dropping content and disappearing. This is a journey we're taking together. There will be new videos every single week covering each domain, each topic, and each challenge, all designed to make sure you're ready on exam day and confident in the field. Now, if you've made it this far, you've already taken their first step. It's time to take the next one. So again, why cybersecurity? Because this field protects everything that matters and pays you well to do it. If you're still here, you're curious. Don't stop there. Take action. Subscribe now and hit that like button if you're excited for what's next, because in episode 2, we will stop talking why and start learning how, breaking down the first domain of the Security Plus exam. I can't wait to go on this journey with you all. Until then, stay safe and stay secure.